What is going on, guys? How are you all doing on this dark, rainy day? So, as you've probably noticed, this video is incredibly late, and mainly it's just because it's the run up to Christmas. I've been insanely busy, once I got home I was just too tired to make any videos and stuff. But I've actually had the Spider-Woman issue 2 and this I've actually had edited for the past 4 days, but I didn't have time to get my commentary and I didn't have time to give my thoughts on the video and stuff like that, but now I can. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into Scarlet Spider's issue 2. Now, of course, what I've actually been noticing quite frequently with the most recent issues is they seem to be picking up exactly where the previous issue left off. And in case you guys didn't know, I actually previewed the first 3 or 4 pages of this issue 2 weeks before this issue even released, so make sure you go to the link in the description to go to my Facebook page and hit the like button on there and follow it and stuff like that to get more of the previews like that. But yeah, anyway guys, onwards with the issue. Basically, Johnny Storm recognises that Kane looks like Peter Parker. Of course, he's a clone of Peter Parker, so he's definitely going to look like him. But I think a more noticeable thing about this issue is the fact that Kane actually uses his invisibility power a lot more often in this issue than he did in the previous issue. And in case you don't know where Kane got his new powers from, so like the talons that come out of his wrists and the invisibility and stuff like that, well, the easiest way to explain it is to talk to you guys about the Evolve or Die storyline with Peter Parker, or some of you guys might know it as the other Evolve or Die. Now, this was actually Peter Parker's, I think it was his second encounter with Morlun, I'm not entirely sure, but basically he shed his skin and gained a whole new arsenal of spider powers, and eventually Peter Parker rejected the offer because what he had to do, he had to accept his spider side, and Peter Parker rejected the offer. But Kane actually got given the same opportunity. He actually was offered the same thing, and Kane accepted the other spider side. He accepted the new powers and to become something darker than what Peter Parker could. So that is where Kane's new powers come from, but I'm not entirely sure about his invisibility power. I think the invisibility is just from his suit. I'm not entirely sure. You guys can let me know in the comment section below. Also, before some of you guys comment, because I know what some of you guys are like, I was actually just giving a quick overview of the Evolve or Die storyline. I will actually be reviewing it soon in the future, hopefully just after Christmas. But yeah, I was just giving a quick overview. Some of the things that I said might not have been exactly correct, but that was just because I wasn't really meant to be talking about it. It was just something dead quick that I thought I'd mention. But yeah, so carrying on with the comic, yeah, so what we have actually just discovered is that when the inheritors die, they don't exactly respawn. They do respawn, but they are also cloning themselves. It's kind of complicated to explain, but pretty much the easiest way is to say the inheritors have cloned themselves and the clones are just empty shells. They don't move, they just kind of sit there in these matrix type tubes, and then when the inheritors die, they download their consciousness into the clone of themselves that is still in this tube, and then they are released from the tube and they are alive again. And that is pretty much how it goes down. But Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman, aka the new Black Widow of the Ultimate Universe, is pretty much trying to help them out. She is, or was, directing them where to go, or at least telling them where to go or when the guards were coming after them and stuff like that, but she's actually been locked out of the system. Now, I don't know about you guys, but you see these red boxes on the screen with the writing in. Usually they're like the thoughts of the Spider-Men, aren't they? But it's kind of talking in the third person, so I actually think that the person that is actually talking in these red boxes, the one that's actually narrating over Scarlet Spider, you know, Kane, the other, I actually think that it's the Spider God, you know, the person that's like connected to the web of life, the web of destiny, the one that's opening all of these dimensions and can see across the entire spider world. I actually think that it's him narrating over Kane's life and stuff like that, and I think it's really interesting. It might not be, I might be wrong, it could be Spider-Man 616, but I don't know why it would be 616 Spider-Man. But either way, they have just found this room known as the Special Projects Room, and this was actually supposed to be a myth. It was not supposed to be real, and it's pretty much the Inheritors' failed projects of trying to recreate and clone Peter Parker or other spiders and stuff like that. But the thing is, they can clone the spiders, they can recreate Peter Parker, they can clone him with his body and his mind and all that, but the one thing that they can't recreate is the essence of what the Inheritors absorb out of the Spider-Men when they kill them. So, of course, the Inheritors have tried cloning the Spider-Men multiple times, but they cannot recreate the same life force, the same essence that comes out of them when they, like, eat them or whatever it is. And that is what pretty much the Inheritors are trying to do. And now that they have, or should I say, now that Genix has 2 Spider-Men and, of course, Black Widow / Spider-Woman in the same building and in the same dimension, he pretty much has just got what he's asking for. Now, if he captures any of the Scarlet Spiders, then he can figure out how to recreate their essence. And that is the end of the issue, with Genix finally turning up and going head to head with the Scarlet Spiders. But one thing that I actually want to point out that I might think what the hell, that didn't even make sense. One thing that I want to point out that might happen is I think maybe Ben Reilly might die, or at least he'll get captured or something like that. I'm not quite sure about Jessica Drew. I don't actually think she will die or get captured because she's quite important in the Ultimate Universe, so yeah. But Ben Reilly is just something about him. I think maybe it's his humorous, cocky side that makes him a bit vulnerable, as if something's going to happen to him. A little bit like Cosmic Spider-Man, like how you thought he wouldn't die and then he did. Kind of, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. I thought it escalated the Spider-Verse storyline perfectly, and it kind of explained how the Inheritors are doing what they're doing and how they survive all the time and stuff like that. And I think Genix is quite a scary Inheritor. He seems quite confident in himself that he is the big bad boss type guy. You know, like in a video game, he's probably the final boss battle of the game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Go to the link in the description to go to my Facebook page, because I always do early previews of comics that are actually releasing, say, in the future and stuff like that. And we always talk about other Spider-Man related stuff, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10 like I've already said. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video, and last but not least, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.